Hey, what's good, everyone? It's Abe here, and the truth about cold calling scripts and how it actually works in 2025 and how to make it work for your real thing, okay? For your real business. So, scripts aren't the real problem, but agents who use them actually are. What I mean by that, some agents I speak to every day, they think that the script is the real problem and it's the thing that holding them back. But in reality, it's actually not the real issue, but it's the delivery, the tone, and the structure as well. So in 2026, it's not about actually memorizing the lines, but it's about sounding real human and the tonality and how you say the specific words that you actually have. It's not about reading the scripts anymore. Okay. So first thing, it's why most agents or why most scripts fail. It's basically because they sound robotic. Okay. What I mean by that, agents try to repeat every single line perfectly, and that's not the real thing. That's not the good thing to do, because basically when you remind them, you're not sounding like a human being and you're not sounding like having a conversation with the homeowner specifically. Okay. And the second thing is they remove personality from every single thing, so homeowners can instantly tell like when you're actually reading the script and when you're saying things like from the top of your mind. Okay. So they basically they aren't built for real conversations, which is the scripts can't predict every single objection or reaction. You can go this way or that way. So if you have actually the framework and the structure and you know how you say it and why you actually say it, you can go any way and you can crush it this way. Okay, that's basically it, because a script is a guide for you and not a sentence actually you must follow. Okay, it's not some sentences you say, okay, when they say this, I'm gonna read it from there, like I'm gonna say this or that. It's basically you actually know exactly if they say this, why they say it, and how can I actually respond to it, not word for word, but how in general can I respond to it and why I say this specific thing. That's basically it. So actually the third thing, it's what actually works in 2026 with cold calling. It's basically the natural frameworks, not rigid scripts. What I mean by that, agents need structure and not paragraphs to follow. What I mean by that also, it's the framework and the structure that you actually know and you understand super well, so you can actually use it in any way you go to. Okay, so permission based openings, because most agents don't do that right now, because it lower pressure and it higher the conversation and the engagement with the homeowner that you actually talking to. Okay, so short value first ensures. What I mean by that also, it's people stay on the phone when they hear something useful and fast with them. Okay, so you can say, okay, it's gonna take this amount of time, it's gonna be useful for you, it's gonna be about this and that, because it's not, if it's not useful, they're not gonna stay with you on the line. Okay, because they want the value, they want the knowledge and the info that they actually can use. Okay, so confidence over perfection, so your tone matters more than actually your exact words. So it's how you say words, it's super more important than what you actually say. You can say dumb words, but you say them the right way with the right tonality, and they're gonna be useful. They're gonna work. Okay, that's basically it. The fourth thing as well, it's the framework that replaces old school scripts. Okay, so number one, it's the permission line. So it shows respect and control. You can use something like, okay, I can keep it really quick right now, is that cool with you? Somewhere along the line. And the second one, it's purpose line. It's the purpose line. It's clean, simple reason for the call. So you can say something, okay, I'm reaching out because about your home in the Oak Street. So are you fine with that? Somewhere along the line as well. And the third one, it's the value hook, which is based on value, why they should stay on the line with you, because of the value. So I've got something that might help you super much dependent on your plans. So you're giving them the value, but it depends on their plans, so you're not making sure 100% that it's gonna be valuable, because you don't know actually about their situation, about their belief system, and or their limiting belief or their specific situation. Okay, so the transition questions as well, it's basically gets the conversation moving. So you can say or ask something like, mind if I ask you something super simple? They're not gonna say no. Okay, they're gonna be curious, like, about what are you gonna ask for, or what are you gonna asking about. Okay, so why this works better than the traditional scripts, it's basically because homeowners feel like they're actually in the real conversation with human being and not with a salesperson. So there is no pressure, and that gets you to know any defensiveness from their way. So they're going to be super helpful and super like comfortable with you asking them questions and stuff like that. So you stay in control without sounding like a salesperson, because you're in control with having the real conversation with the homeowner, and that's totally fine with them. They're going to be super comfortable with something like this, and you can adapt naturally when the call shifts as well, because you're not actually you're not depending on the script, but you're depending on your understanding and your intelligence with how you say things and why you say them and what to say specifically in that situation. Okay, so the sixth thing, it's basically the new skill agents need in 2026, which is the most important thing. It's the flexibility. You don't memorize lines, you understand the intentions behind each section and why you say the specific thing. So that makes it super well and super easy with you saying it. Okay, and the second one, it's the adaptability, which is basically you adjust depending on the homeowner's tone and the response as well. If they're low, you're gonna be low. If they're energized, you're gonna be the same thing. Okay, and the authenticity. It's basically you have to be authentic with them because you sound like a human being and not a call center or not a salesperson that is actually trying to sell them something or sign the contract with them. Okay, because the winning agents in 2026 are the one who sound conversational and not super perfect. Okay, so the seventh one, it's the mistakes agents should actually avoid. And what I mean by that, it's reading word for word. It kills your trust. Okay, it makes no trust between you and the homeowner. They don't trust you and they don't actually listen to you. And the second one, it's over explaining, because most agents, they think that it's a good thing to have, or it's a good thing to do, but it's basically not, because it triggers the resistance when you over explain some things. Okay, and skipping the permission, it makes the homeowner defensive because you didn't actually get their permission without with actually giving them or asking them questions or even giving them the value. Even if you're gonna give them the value, you have to ask for the permission for giving them the value. Okay, and ignoring the tone as well. It's the first 5 seconds. It's they're gonna determine every single thing for the entire call, the first 5-10 seconds. Okay, so right now scripts don't actually book the appointments, but the agents themselves actually do. Okay, so the script is only a tool. You can actually use it the right thing, the right way, or the wrong way. That's basically it. And your tone, confidence, and flow are actually gonna they're gonna make everything works, like, because it's all about the confidence and the flow and your tonality. Okay, because you can have any script in the world, but if you have those three things, you're gonna make any script in the world like works, because you can have the worst script ever, but if you have those three things, you're gonna make it super well. Okay, so when you understand that framework, you'll succeed with any list, any script, and any type of leads ever. Okay, because it's not about those things, it's about your tonality, your confidence, your flow, and all of the things that I actually said, which is you take the permission, you ask them the right questions, you know exactly what to say, how you say it, and why you actually say it. Because if you don't know why you say it, you're not gonna say it the right tone and the right way. That's basically it. So that was everything. And if you want to know exactly how we put our US based cold calling team into our agents' businesses, you can check the link below and you're going to know exactly everything. You can book a call with me and I'm going to answer all of the questions that you actually have. Until then, have a nice, wonderful day. Take care.